he was one of those kids that would take the shirt off his back and give it to you.
And have that smile that is the best smile in the world.
Anybody that lined up against him knew what was coming. He was bringing the pain.
In the game of football, numbers mean everything. From the score to the stats, to the time left on the clock.
He touched so many people's lives. I don't know. It's just, I can't believe he's gone.
Corey Kissling died tragically last summer on his senior trip, just days after graduating from Logan High School. The player who wore number 45, gone at the age of 18.
So I think that is really what set this piece apart, was able to talk to the parents and seeing their reaction and how they've reacted since Corey's death and how they're coping with it.
First game after Corey's death, Logan hit the field against Lancaster that night for their former teammate, unaware of the significance around the number he used to wear.
We're playing this giant of Lancaster that we have never beaten since 1945, and Corey's number was 45. So there was the first touch of the 45 showing up that night.
Even though it's a tragic death, they had a way to remember him in a positive light and to know that he is still with them.
The story meant more than to just Logan. The story was able to translate to other high schools and really hit home for the people in the area, not just for the high school kids that watch it every week, but for the parents, the moms, the dads, the grandparents.
The world should know that Never Forget Kiss has opened a lot of doors for the community and also created a lot of closure for them at the same time.
Coming off the field and then seeing his dad right there when he came off the field, you know, and of course his dad looks just like him in the face, so, you know, it's like, wow. And, Dad and I got a big hug together, and you know, we definitely, and I told him, I said, hey, you know, he was with us tonight.
For this family, this team, and this town, finally, the numbers added up.
It was such a positive energy when the number 45 appeared at the football game, and it was a great way for everyone to remember Corey for the rest of their lives.
I think the inspiration for the piece really came from the family and Corey himself.
The part that was most challenging with this piece is doing the interviews themselves, because you're dealing with emotion and you have to keep reminding yourself that these people are talking about the most difficult experience that they've ever been through.
I still want him to be here, and I would never have wanted him to be gone before me, because you're not supposed to bury your kids.
But it was hard to keep myself in check, because you hear this tragedy and you want to cry for them because you feel for them.
When we were sitting in that room and hearing his mom talk about the incident, and when she first heard about the news and how deep it hurt her greatly and how it's still hurting her today, really makes it realize for the viewer that how fragile life is and how a young life can just be taken away.
When people to watch that, I want them to realize that life is short and that they should be living life and learn from Corey's example.